Hello everyone, it is Tuesday night, July 9th, about 11:20 p.m. and welcome into tonight's video weather discussion where we are going to have an update on the remnants of former Hurricane Beryl that are moving through the region still as we head through tonight. And the remnants have been bringing some heavy rainfall across portions of the state, as well as some flooding as we've gone through the day today and now into tonight. Also starting to see some gusty winds across portions of the state tonight as well. We saw a little bit of severe weather across far southern Illinois this afternoon. So as expected, we have been seeing multiple modes of weather today, and that's going to continue into tonight and into the early portion of Wednesday as well. So starting off here with a wide view of the satellite image across the central United States tonight, and you could see our storm system right here. You could see this big swirl here on the map. That is the remnants of the hurricane right there. Area of low pressure associated with that pretty much right here just to the west of the Indianapolis area, and that is going to continue to push off towards the northeast as we head through overnight tonight. Switching over here to the radar, just to give you an idea of what we've been dealing with, you could see this big area of rain across a good chunk of the region here, from southern Michigan through western Ohio, northern Indiana, and much of northeastern, actually a good chunk of northern Illinois, I should say, down into much of central Illinois as well. So we continue to see some rainfall across these areas tonight, and what's going to happen is, like I said, our area of low pressure is pretty much right here, just to the west of Indianapolis. This low pressure is going to work off towards the northeast as we head through tonight and into Wednesday, and as it does so, this rain here, this bandit rainfall, is going to continue to slowly slide off towards the northeast overnight tonight and into Wednesday morning as well. So as we take a little bit of a closer view of the local radar here out of northern and central Illinois, you will see, like I said, we do still have a lot of rainfall across a good chunk of northern and central Illinois here as we approach midnight tonight. It's raining across all of the Chicago metro area. We have some rain very close to the Rockford area, even back towards the Peoria area. That's kind of the western extent of the rain right now. And as far south as the Taylorville, Charleston area is still getting some rain, and all across eastern Illinois getting some rain as well. And that's where the heaviest rainfall has been so far. I'm just going to go a little bit back in time here just to give you some of these reports that have been popping up here. And out here across eastern Illinois, that is where the heaviest rainfall accumulation has been. Places like Charleston, up towards the Champaign-Urbana area, up towards the Danville, the Paxton areas. That's where anywhere from 2 to 4.5 inches of rain has fallen across those areas of eastern Illinois today. So that's where the heaviest rainfall has been today. But in general, there has been a pretty big corridor that has picked up over 1 inch of rain. This is approximately, this is a rough estimate of where there has been around to more than 1 inch of rain so far. And as I said, out here across eastern Illinois, the Champaign, the Charleston, the Danville area, out there across eastern Illinois, that's where rainfall totals, like I said, have been anywhere between 2 to 4.5 inches so far. And as you can see here, it is still raining for a little while longer in those areas, so you're going to keep adding on to those totals. And we have seen some reports of flooding out across this area as well. Some streets underwater, some fields underwater as well. So we are seeing some flooding that was expected as well. But as you can see here, like I said, as we approach midnight, this big shield of rain continues to work through, and this is slowly sliding off towards the northeast. So if you're in places like the Chicago area, for example, the Kankakee area, for example, you're going to have rain showers much of tonight and into the early morning hours on Wednesday. And I could actually show you that here. Let's actually flip over here to one of our weather forecast models, just to give you an idea of what we're expecting for the rest of tonight. So as we can see here, area of low pressure coming in just west of Indianapolis right now. As I showed you on the current radar, we have this big wing of rainfall here across a good chunk of northern and central Illinois tonight. And as we continue to push through the night here towards 1, this is 2 o'clock in the morning, our area of low pressure will be centered around the Indianapolis area as we approach. This is right around 3 o'clock in the morning, so this is very, very early Wednesday morning. And as you can see here, it is still going to be raining across a good chunk of at least northeastern and east central Illinois. This is, like I said, for 3 o'clock in the morning. It's still raining. As we go forward, this is 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 a.m. on Wednesday, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. You can see how this area of low pressure slowly, finally makes it off into northwestern Ohio. And finally, as we get to 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, that rain will finally come to an end across northeastern and eastern Illinois. So across this corridor here, you still have several more hours of rainfall on the way through overnight tonight and into the early Wednesday morning hours. Now, another thing we're starting to see is gusty winds for you folks across eastern Illinois. We're starting to see wind gust, for example, in the Champaign area, the Charleston, Decatur, Danville areas. We're starting to see those weather observations come in with reports of between 25 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts here over the past 2 hours or so. So we're starting to see the winds increase just a little bit across portions of eastern Illinois, and that'll be possible through the next couple of hours. So through overnight tonight, if you're in eastern Illinois, don't be surprised if you pick up a little bit of gusty wind action, anywhere from 25 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts as the storm system starts to depart the region. So with that said, like I said, these remnants are finally going to exit as we head into the morning hours on Wednesday. However, behind the remnants of Beryl, we're going to be dealing with another little disturbance moving in for Thursday afternoon and into Thursday night. So just as those tropical remnants leave the state as we head into the morning and midday hours on Wednesday, we're going to have another disturbance come in out of the Midwest here. It's going to dive in, and as you can see here, as we work through the afternoon, the evening, and the nighttime hours on Wednesday, we're going to see the chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms to develop across parts of the region, including across portions of the state of Illinois. So, we're going to get rid of those tropical remnants, like I said, the first part of the day, and then we'll have another disturbance move in for Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night, bringing some showers and thunderstorms to parts of the state. And it is possible we could see some of this activity linger and redevelop across parts of the state as we head into Thursday, as well as this little disturbance kind of dives out of the Midwest and then slides through the region from Wednesday and into Thursday. Not really looking at a big severe weather threat with that activity, but it wouldn't rule out maybe a non-zero chance of an isolated severe thunderstorm somewhere across the state Wednesday into Thursday with that little disturbance moving through. So with that said here, let's get into the video chat here tonight, try to get to some of your comments and questions tonight. And Mr. Davis, how's it going tonight? Deborah checking in, how's it going? Deborah checking in, you're from LaSalle County, mentioning you're getting some of that rain right now. Yes, you still have at least a couple more hours of some rainfall to go across your portion of southern LaSalle County. Nate checking in tonight in the LaSalle area, in the Joliet area. Nate checking in with about 3/10 of an inch of rainfall so far. As I mentioned, if you're in the Chicago area, for example, like the Joliet area, you still have several more hours of rainfall to go, and it's going to be a very wet night into very early Wednesday morning for the Chicago area, for much of the Chicago area, that is. Mandy checking in from LaSalle County as well. Yep, you're picking up those rain showers tonight. Still several more hours of rainfall to go in your neck of the woods as well. So as we go forward, like I said, this is the current radar on the screen right here. So as we go forward through the next several hours, going to see this area of rain slowly transition off towards the northeast. So like I said, if you're in places like eastern Illinois, the Kankakee area, for example, down towards Paxton, Watseka, down there in Ford and Iroquois counties. Also, if you're in the Chicago metro area, you still have several hours of rainfall to go. So expect more rainfall accumulation, and we could still run into some flooding issues, as I mentioned, down here across eastern Illinois, Champaign, Charleston, the Danville area. Anywhere from 2 to 4.5 inches of rain has fallen so far across this corridor, and there have been some reports of flooding across those areas as well. So all in all, this tropical remnants here are going pretty much as expected so far for the most part. And we'll end up seeing what these final rainfall totals end up being. Mr. Davis, the Bloomington area, you still got more rain to go for the next couple of hours. So definitely going to be a wet night in the Bloomington normal area. Jeff checking in from Palos Park tonight. How's it going? You have 1.52 inches of rainfall so far, and you do have more on the way. Going to take a guess that you'll probably end up around 2 inches of rainfall around your area. Sydney checking in from the Kankakee area. You've been picking up some good rainfall this evening as well. You have more to come overnight tonight as well. Natalie checking in from the Peoria area. You're picking up a little bit of that rain shower action. You have a couple more hours to go, but as we get into late tonight, that rain will finally move out of the Peoria area as well. John, it's actually not a hurricane anymore. This is the what is formerly known as Hurricane Beryl. These are tropical remnants, so this is a post-tropical cyclone. This is not a tropical system anymore. It is what is known as a post-tropical cyclone. It has lost pretty much most of its tropical characteristics, so it's not tropical in nature anymore. It's what is known as a post-tropical cyclone, but these often bring heavy rainfall to the region whenever they track up through the area. Like I said, to have a post-tropical cyclone or remnants of a tropical cyclone move up across the state of Illinois and affect the state, it's not rare, it's not unusual, but at the same time, it doesn't happen every year as well. I believe it's been about 2, maybe 3 years or so since the last time we've had a tropical post-tropical cyclone, the remnants of a tropical cyclone, move up across the state. But usually when they do, we generally see some heavy rainfall, some flooding issues, even some severe weather and gusty winds, and we've seen some of that here with this post-tropical cyclone as well. All right, Carlos checking in from the Chicago area as well, the Addison area. You're picking up on some of that decent rainfall tonight. You'll probably see rain off and on all through the overnight tonight and into early Wednesday morning as well. Yeah, Twister Man checking in on YouTube here. Yes, Texas was impacted quite a bit along the coastline of Texas, the Gulf Coast of Texas, when the storm system made landfall early in the morning hours on Monday. And obviously it has curved northward and now northeastward up into our region. Logan checking in from Will County. You might pick up a couple more rain showers Wednesday morning. That'll linger into Wednesday morning. And then maybe a couple isolated showers or thunderstorms Wednesday afternoon into the day on Thursday as well. Yeah, Jeff, this storm ended up being the earliest Category 5 hurricane on record for the Atlantic Basin. So the Atlantic Basin covers the Atlantic, the Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico as well. So it was the earliest Category 5 on record, and that was as it moved through the Caribbean about a week ago. Ivan checking in from Lake County, getting some rain up there. Yeah, it hasn't been too heavy up across Lake County, Illinois, but you're definitely going to get some more rain through the overnight hours tonight. Mark checking in. Yes, this is going to clear out from west to east across the state late tonight and into Wednesday morning. So once again, this rain is transitioning slowly off towards the northeast. So the rain will end from west to east across the state later tonight and into the morning hours on Wednesday. Aiden checking in from Pontiac. Yes, you've been getting some decent rainfall around your area, but so far the heaviest has actually been just to your southeast in the Pontiac area. But you're going to still get some more rain through the overnight hours tonight, and it'll come to an end by the morning hours of Wednesday. Logan wondering how much rain you've gotten so far. In the Will County area, I have not seen any reports so far, so I actually couldn't tell you that at this point in time. But like I said, down in eastern Illinois, the Champaign, Urbana area, down towards Charleston, the Danville area, those folks down there have picked up anywhere between 2 to 4.5 inches of rain so far and some flooding down across those areas. So in general, just to summarize what we're expecting here for the rest of tonight, the post-tropical cyclone, formerly known as Hurricane Beryl, continues to affect portions of the state tonight with heavy rainfall. The area of low pressure right now is kind of right here, just to the west of the Indianapolis area, and this low pressure is going to continue through northwestern Indiana tonight into northwest Ohio and then towards Detroit, Michigan as we work into the day on Wednesday. So as the low pressure moves off towards the northeast, this area of rainfall that continues to affect parts of northern and central Illinois tonight will also continue to slide off towards the northeast tonight and into Wednesday morning as well. So this rain will come to an end later tonight and Wednesday morning from west to east as we work through the overnight hours tonight and into Wednesday morning. But places like the Chicago area down into parts of eastern Illinois, you folks are going to be socked in the rain for much of tonight and into early Wednesday morning, because if this precipitation is clearing from west to east, you're the furthest east point in the state out here across the Chicago area in eastern Illinois. So your rain will come to an end at the very last, and that'll be during the Wednesday morning time period. So additional rain showers across those areas tonight with additional rainfall accumulation, and we could still see some flooding issues for some areas as well. So with that said here, we'll go ahead and wrap up this discussion for tonight. Once again, still dealing with the post-tropical remnants of Hurricane Beryl moving through the region, bringing rainfall and some flooding across portions of the state tonight. Still going to be dealing with the rain across parts of northern and central Illinois overnight tonight, but it is going to end from west to east as we head later tonight and into early Wednesday morning, and this storm system will depart by the middle of the day on Wednesday. However, we're going to be dealing with another storm system moving in later Wednesday and into Thursday that could bring more scattered showers and thunderstorms to parts of the state from Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night and perhaps into the day on Thursday as well. So with that said, everyone have a great rest of your night. We will be monitoring the situation through the rest of tonight and will provide additional updates as needed.